Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome to the first of quite a few celebration videos for 1,000 subscribers. Hitting 1,000 subscribers on the TIJ Gaming channel. And the first one I've decided to do, and it's one that I have to say I've had a lot of fun preparing. I'll take the headphones off for now because I'm a little bit uncomfortable. But I've had a lot of fun preparing this. It is a YouTube journey right from the start to present day. And I've had a lot of fun preparing the stuff for this. I've just wrote a massive list of highlights from the 7 years. Of course, it goes without saying these highlights don't cover, even start to cover the mass of things. But there are so many highlights, and going through the history of the channels, it's unbelievable what I've missed. If you put a gun to my head and said, what have I done in my YouTube time? At least 50% of the stuff I found today, I would have completely forgot. But I'm just going to check I am recording down the bottom corner because I've got about 30 tabs open, and I think the aim of this video is more to break my computer, clearly, than to do anything viable. But I've got a list of things that we're going to go through, and yeah, this is going to be all my YouTube journey. You can see along the top of the page, there are a load of tabs open, a lot of videos, and a few other things as well that you will see that makes up my 7 years of YouTube. So let's go into it then. So firstly, let's put the headphones on. We have the first channel. It's not this channel anymore. This is Review TIJ as it was. And I started upload on this channel early 2012 and I was 11 back then. So yes, I did. In fact, no, I was 10 because February is my birthday. So January 2012, I'd be 10. So really young to be doing it. I don't know why I started doing it really. I had a Roxio game capture bought for me for Christmas the end of 2011. And I started using that and recorded some stuff, and it looks like the first few videos of mine were International Cricket 2010. I have to say, the thumbnails are absolutely abysmal. But back then, it didn't really matter. So, without any further ado, let's show a little bit of my first video. So this is my first video, International Cricket 2010 gameplay. Getting it into a treat, a 60-second. I just wanted to do a little bit of a gameplay on it. For 10-year-old me, it wasn't all that bad. The 17th of Jan 2012. So obviously it goes without saying that these videos are all public for you to see, so if you really want to delve into the old channels, feel free. But the one video I will definitely show you is this one, so let's have a look.
Sky here today, it should make for
there was no commentary on this, it was just me doing a bit of gameplay, and basically from what I've seen, apart from this grade 6 which we got, it was a lot about me mucking up. I mean, we've got here dot ball, you know, well bowled. Here I get ran out. Me missing a ball and getting hurt. Jimmy Anderson bowling to the Pakistanis and bowling a no ball. Jonathan Trott getting out and being 18 for 4. And then being not out. I mean, I think I tried to get a variation of things really here. And that reminds me, I did a lot of sort of FIFA 11 and FIFA 12 goals compilations. I mean, back in the day, these things were quite big. And this video got 1,500 views, but that's me getting a 4. And I think this last bit, I went against Bermuda because I knew I could get a wicket. Jimmy Anderson bowls him, and there's the little real-life entry of International Cricket 2010. So that's the only video I'm going to show you today, but goodness me, we don't want to go to Dragon's Den. We're quite all right. And that, yes, top 20 80s British adverts, a lot of different videos there. But yeah, that is my first video. That's where the journey started, the 17th of January 2012. And the next highlight is this, something very different. And this was a video I uploaded on the 28th of January 2012. I can't remember where I got the video from, but it was my third or fourth video. Bear in mind, stuff's been unlisted and taken down over time, so some of this stuff might be a little bit inaccurate, but just to tell the story, this was a video I uploaded of Ayrton Senna go-karting in Japan, and it's my most viewed video, so I thought I've had to put it in. I do feel a little bit guilty, people saying, oh, what's your most viewed video? 110,000 views, oh, lovely, what was it? This. But I don't know why I put it up really, but it's footage. It seems that somebody uploaded the big amount of footage. I checked this the other day. Somebody uploaded like a 25-minute segment of this, and I thought I'd upload the like 2-minute lap. I don't know why I did, but it got me 110,000 views. I disabled the comments in the end because there was some stuff, some rubbish about nonsense, but yeah, it was got 500 likes, my most viewed video, and that is that. And that was, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's my third video that's still published. We had a little International Cricket 2010 series, but my save went for that. We did a little bit of FIFA, but the next highlight is my first F1 video. This was my first F1 video on the 19th of May 2012. Some new stuff for you. It's F1 2011. A race with the three-time podium taker, Timo Glock. And I am opening a real can of worms by opening up these videos to you guys. A lot of you wouldn't know this channel even existed because as you will see from, well, what I'm going to show you here is my first ever commentary.
Hey guys, the review is TIJ, welcome to a new race commentary, and this is Formula 1 2011, and I've tried recording these 2 or 3 times now, and it's been absolute annoying.
Oh dear, real memories. I mean, I haven't got F1 2011 anymore. It's one I need for my collection. As you can see, it's not in HD, and back then it didn't really matter if you loaded it in HD or not, but now it's kind of paramount that you do. But that's just crazy. My first, and I think only F1 2011 video. So that's that. We move on to the next highlight from the Review TIJ channel. Look at this. Look how YouTube looked. 24th of May 2012. This was my 50 subscriber special. Shouting a few people out. None of them would be here anymore, I wouldn't say. We've got Arsenal Giants PS3. Tyler and Max are a huge... They were a huge inspiration for me back in the day. They were on 5,000 subscribers. I remember he sent me a message saying, I'm earning £250 a month from this. I thought, oh my god, £250 a month, that's massive. Obviously, it's not that massive. I mean, I wouldn't mind earning £250 a month from this, but they're a big inspiration back in the day, so those are ones I shouted out. They were a FIFA YouTuber, a chap who I spoke to called X Gregory. Anybody else who's on this? I really doubt it's going to be any who's about today. I mean, I don't even remember some of these people. Dan Ramsey again, I'm not sure who that is. Who's this? GT Online, Daz, goodness me, I remember Daz from back in the day. I mean, some of you who were around back in the day might remember a few of these people, Daz being the biggest one. Yeah, we're not going to go into that one. That was one of my friends who wanted to shout out at the gullible age of 10. I went for it. Was there one more? There was, yeah, that was another one of my friends wanting a shout out, so that was me being gullible. But 50 subscribers was quite big back then. That was May 2012. And then we have on the 8th of August 2012 my first Football Manager video. For the first few years, and it goes without saying, really up until the last 6 months, I made some stupid decisions, didn't do regular content. I'll open up about that a little bit later when the time comes. But this was my first Football Manager video. I did a series with Aston Villa, about a 7-episode series, and that was on FM12. Quite an unbelievable run, really. I couldn't believe I did FM12. But then again, black lines on the side of the screen. I don't think anybody really cared. And then we've got, on the 7th of October 2012, we talked about views earlier, again back to International Cricket 2010. This video at 14,607 views is still, to date, it might be overtaken in the near future, but I'll show you the video that might overtake it in a little while. This is the most viewed video on my channel, on both channels, sorry. And really, it was just me starting an International Cricket 2010 Let's Play. It wasn't anything special. I mean, it was only 4.5... I mean, it was what? We didn't get into the gameplay till 4 minutes in, and we had 2 minutes of gameplay, something that just being unprecedented these days. But, yeah, 7th of October 2012. Did we get any comments? We got 26 comments. I mean, I still get those these days. Can you still send me the link for International Cricket? No! Well, there's some... I mean, a lot of these are... How do you get this game for PC? And that is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of the cricket content I did got that, but that's the biggest viewed video, no idea why. And then just going to check my... no, I can have a look at the date down here, of course I can. This was my first league racing video. I did a lot of league racing, F1 league racing back in the day. And on the 2nd of March 2013, I started making highlights. And every Friday, I remember, for a good 12 months... We used to go out on a Friday night, and I went nag at the age of 11, 12. Can we get home? We need to get home for 8 o'clock. We need to get home for 8 o'clock. The league race starts at 8:30. And that was my life for a few years, to be honest. It was quite a weird one. I think I lost my nan the November before that, and I think, obviously, I pushed all my energy into that. I just started high school, and I think that league racing, it was a way to socialise with people, and I think it was a bit of an escape for me. So, it was brilliant. I uploaded a lot of videos for that, a lot of... yeah, of course, a lot of instrumental videos, not instrumental, with music, because I didn't really sort of put a commentating. This one was 15 minutes, but they got shortened to 2 minutes, 3 minutes over time. And then we had, this was in August 2013, as I said, something a little bit different. This was my first charity live stream, something that over the years I've kind of neglected a little bit, but it was me, Beaver and Chipmunk, and Red Wolf 008. If any of you are watching this, I haven't spoke to either of you for a few years. It'd be great to have a catch up at some point, but yeah, we raised £520. A lot of that down to Joe getting a lot of donations. I didn't actually do the 24 hours. I mean, as you can see, we had a few updates. There you go. There's my logo from back then. Reviews TIJ, the home of sport. But yeah, there was a lot of donations, particularly from Joe's family, and that really helped us get to £520. Again, as I said, I'd lost my nan to cancer the year before, so that's something really important to me. We called it the live stream. I think I got to about 3 o'clock in the morning, then went to sleep. So that wasn't great. But still, we raised £520, and that was one of my best YouTube achievements, really, I think, still to this day. So back to the content. This is the first game, F1 2013, that I really plugged my energy into for a release. I've done a lot of them since then, but this was the first game I can see on the channel which I really made videos for, particularly for the release. We had a career mode at Marussia which lasted a season, we had classic scenario mode, we had gameplay videos, a lot of them on the channel. As I said, there's just not enough time to fit everything in today, but if you guys want to go and have a look at that old channel, have a look at the videos, absolutely feel free. But this was the start of my Marussia career mode again. It's done well in retrospect over time, 3,266 views. You can tell probably until the... oh, hang on. Hey! Valtteri Bottas has just been confirmed at Mercedes for the 2020 season. Oosh! What a time to do that, eh? But anyway, yeah. This did pretty well at the time, and I think it's fair to say until the last 18 months, I had no grasp of SEO. So for this to have done so well is a bit of a miracle, to be quite honest. And as you can see, this best channel of F1 I've ever saw. Oh, wonder if you still say that today. I don't know why we've got all these up next, all these Peppa Pig videos. I mean, nothing to do with me. And then we had the start of one of my favourite series I've ever done, and that was on FIFA 14, Strengthening the Saints. I got the game on Christmas Day 2013, and then started a Southampton career mode, and there wasn't really anything special about it. Really, there wasn't anything that was particularly special about it, but I just loved it. I did a full season with Southampton. Unfortunately, got relegated and got sacked, but it was a series that I really look back on with a lot of happiness and good times, and it doesn't feel like it was 6 years ago. It nearly is now. It's absolutely crazy. Bear in mind, I've been doing this on and off for a long, long time, and really, I haven't known a period in my teenage life without YouTube, so quite a crazy one, really. But this was the 26th of December 2013. As I said, I got relegated and got sacked. But at this time, it was kind of yo-yoing all the time between Formula 1 and FIFA at that time, and then we entered a new world, vlogging, face cam, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's me 4.5 years ago. I've grown a lot since then. I've lost a lot of weight since then. I was quite chubby back then, but I think it was summer 2016. I had a 6-week diet, and I think I lost about 2 stone. I don't know what the exact measurements were, but that was pretty big back then. And I think at the same time I had a growth spurt, and today I think I look good. So that was really good in terms of self-esteem for me, which is why I look back at some of these videos, particularly the face cam, with a little cringe, because I look at myself and think, oh God, that's crazy. But, you know, I had the confidence. A lot of people wouldn't at the age of 13. I was still 13 then, to get a camera in front of themselves and do a vlog when I went out with my mates to do a kickabout. Not one we're going to watch now, but again, I'm opening up a huge can of worms here. You guys can watch these videos and, yeah, see how you get on. But, goodness me, that was really... that one particularly was really a throwback. And then we go a few weeks in the future, the 19th of March 2015, and I did my first Formula 1 quiz, one of the most successful series on my channel. We did a few rounds for the F1 quiz. This is something coming back for my 1,000 subscriber special. Remember, if you are a content creator or viewer and want to get involved, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, we had some quick fire questions. We had a picture round. We had this round in the first. Discussion. Oh yeah, we had a bit of F1 discussion, a picture round. This is again something I really look back on with pride, because I think these were really nicely edited. Driver anagrams, quick question again, F1 quotes, and I think going into the I'm going to try and guess these. In F1, too many things overshadow the race, and there's too much politics. Sure, that's got to be Raikkonen. Surely. Oh, do we know at the end of the round? I mean, I can't even remember this. Sure, that's got to be Raikkonen. Yeah, I was about to say it's got to be Kimi Raikkonen. But that was the first F1 quiz. The last one was the middle of 2017. And that was because I quit YouTube at the end of 2016. I know I'm foreshadowing a little bit here. And I recorded an F1 quiz with 2 people. I should have really added this to the highlights, but I haven't got time now. With Matt212 and Captain Goodspeed, one of my 2 good friends to this day. And I never got that out. It was still in my files, and when I come back, I uploaded that, and I was about 7 months late. Very much the biggest lead time between producing a video and releasing it, really was. And then we go forward again another few weeks to the 3rd of April 2015. You can check, I've watched a few of these videos to vet them out. And this was my 500 subscriber special, which was big back in the day. The 3rd of April 2015. 500 subscribers, got to about 600, I think, before I ended this channel. And is that possibly the next moment? Looks like it is. Yes, it is. 401 videos. It was a video saying, look, I've made 400 odd videos on this channel. I was persuaded by a few people to open a new channel because... Just a drink intermission. Gotta have your squash. I was persuaded by a few people to open a new channel because my subscribers are very much half FIFA, half F1, and that was something that I thought, I can't do this. I've only got half the viewers for F1, half the viewers for FIFA. And I thought, open a new channel, just do F1, and that would be the viewer base. And that's what it was really for a year and a half, possibly 2 years and a half. I'll have to have a quick look at that, but... yeah, I ended that video, I ended that channel, and we opened a new channel, which is the channel we still have today, known back then, I think, as Review TIJ. I think it was Review TIJ back in those days. Then I changed to TIJ, to then today it being TIJ Gaming. But we had the first video on there. As you can see, there's quite varying content, but for the most part, it was F1 for a little while. The first video on there was a Doritos Crash Course video. Don't particularly know why that was on there. I have a funny feeling... that there also was a F1 2015 Valtteri Bottas career mode, but I must have took that down because I didn't finish that series. Real shame that was. I mean, I'll never take a video down again. I just want to keep them all, even just unlisted if I don't want to see them anymore. But I asked for 5 likes on that. After 4 years, we've got to 15. So thank you very much for anyone who liked that video. But we got 5 dislikes, well, which isn't particularly that great. And then we had a bit of a break from F1. This was just so typical of me back at the time. So many different changes, and that still stays me today, really. I keep changing, chopping and changing, and yeah, this is my Bully Let's Play. I did a full Bully Let's Play of Bully Scholarship Edition, then on the Xbox 360. I wouldn't mind doing an Xbox One remaster Let's Play of this, actually, because it's a brilliant game, which I've been playing the last few weeks, funnily enough, but yeah, a great game. Not going to get in trouble for copyright there, but yeah, a great game, and I played through that. But then we had, I mean, this is the next highlight, we kind of had a period where we did Let's Play videos for about 3 months, but then on the August of that year, we had our final charity live stream. You could tell we had 2 live streams between the first and the last. We had the 2014 and 2015 Click Sergeant ones, which were for a children's charity. Then we had the final live stream, which raised £218, and I actually stayed up during that, and that was absolutely fantastic. We got 25 donations, not as much as previous, but I hadn't really got the clout there, really. I think I definitely would now to raise more money, and I think that's something I'd like to do before the year is out, I'd say, a charity live stream, because it's something that I used to do every year, and of course, once you get out of the swing of it, you start to not bother with it. But it's something, as I said, one of my best achievements. It's something I'd love to get back into again. Gonna have to look over the webcam here because I can't see where this is going now. And we moved to December 2016. We're about halfway through now, so I don't know what the length of the video is. I haven't been keeping check, but it could be a long one, so I might as well have another swig of me drink. Orange, lemon, and pineapple squash. It's not Carlsberg like it might suggest on the top of the pint. But this was the start of something very different. By December 2016, I was frustrated, to be honest. I just couldn't decide what to do, and I wasn't happy with doing F1 videos, anything like that. So I was approached by a few people. We made it into a group of, how many was there? 2, 4, 6. There was 8 of us in the end. And we formed a podcast called Motorcast. There was me, Ayaturno, Matty Bolton, Matt212, PSL Racing, Benny, Slovenian Sonic HD, Smooth Racing, and Tom F7. And for probably about 7 or 8 months, we did podcasts about F1, MotoGP, WRC, Formula E. And that was pretty much ran by me. I did a lot of the editing over there, and that certainly kept me busy. I was on the MotoGP show. That really got me into MotoGP, and that's why I'm still doing it now. Again, another fun one for me. I interviewed Sam Bird, the Formula E driver. That was absolutely fantastic to do. I was on the F1 stuff, MotoGP, Formula E, and possibly a few of the extra videos as well. Like I say, that Q&A being one of them, a few live bits, and that was a great thing for me. But that started to wind down a little bit. Just didn't have the time, you know. Every week, like the MotoGP reviews, we would go on Discord straight after the race, and as you know, life gets busy, particularly when we're doing GCSEs. Bloody hell, I'm belching now. I can't be bothered to edit it out, but life just gets too busy, and you can't do that every week. And we tried to do something a little bit different, but it didn't work. And sadly, after that Aragon race review, Motorcast was no more, and that was a real shame, a real abrupt end to end Motorcast. And yeah, that's where on the June of that year, I mean, it coincided with Motorcast being a thing, but sorry, I can't see it because the webcam's at the top of the screen, so I have to keep looking for these middle ones. But on the June of that year, we came back. I was still doing Motorcast, but my GCSEs had finished, and that is me in June 2017. As you can see, you can definitely tell I lost the weight between then and 2015. That's so noticeable. I've just had the voice drop, etc. since then. But what's the voice like here? I mean, it can't be that squeaky, can it?
What's the video I bet you thought you'd never ever see? That's right. As you probably guessed by the name of this video, I am coming back. I'm quite surprised myself, actually.
Yeah, my voice has dropped since then, but, you know, it's okay. But, yeah, we returned back then. A lot of people going, wait, great to see you back. And I thought, that's absolutely fantastic. You know, it was so great to have that support. And then we had, when I came back, we had all that, the return. And then, really, we... was that 2017? That was June 2017. We had a summer of playing Motorsport Manager, The Simpsons Hit and Run. And then we did a few videos on F1 2017, which then led to this video.
Channel update. Now, a channel update. You all love channel updates. I love channel updates.
A lot of these are channel updates, to be fair. We disabled the comments on this. Not quite sure why I did. Can't remember now. But basically, that was the day I dropped F1. Something you could tell I've done since the start. I can't remember what the exact date of that F1 2011 commentary was, but that was the day where we ended F1 on the channel. That was the day we went kaput, which led to a brand new start, and probably where things started to look up, really started to look up, and I started getting serious. That was Football Manager 2018. I did a series of team guides, also did a beta save, plenty of saves, we'll talk about a little bit in a minute. This was my beta save with Liverpool, which I did. F1 18 was finally here. God, it looks so old now. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that was here. And I got 1,400 views on that video. I remember, I think... Oh, pause! The start of December, I got a paycheck from I had a partner network back then. It was Freedom. And I got about £6 from that month from them. Of course, the February after, the whole 1,000 subscriber monetisation thing came up. But I got about £6 for that month, which I was absolutely buzzing with. So I'm going, yay! But yeah, that was my most successful release up to then. I had a lot of team guides and beta videos that did really successfully. And that was great. But later in the year, we dropped the Liverpool beta save. Of course, it was only for the beta. And then we dropped on a little bit of a gold mine, to be honest. I did a Southampton Youth Challenge, which I should have really just paused these videos before doing them. But we had a Southampton... Do you mind, Toby? Shut up. A Southampton Youth Challenge, which I did. And I got sacked after 6 episodes. Basically, we sold everyone but the youngsters. And it was a real struggle. Got sacked, and then we started this. I hope I've got this video right, or else we're going to something else. What are we on now? Again, I should have paused all this. Yes, that's right. The start of my Portsmouth Let's Play. Now, I initially thought Portsmouth would only last a little while. I didn't think we'd be there too long. But it's a real goldmine. I accepted the Portsmouth job. It's a real pity. I wonder if I can find that now. It's something I've just remembered being on the Portsmouth thing. Yes, that's the one. We'll go to Season 2. Because one of the cherished things from the FM series of Portsmouth was the introduction. It was the intro. Now, we've gone all fancy with monetisation now, so I think we've got an advert on this. I mean, look at me getting all fancy with my little ads. I mean, G2A, if you want to sponsor this video for me showing the ads, I'm quite happy for you to do so. By the way, don't do what I've just done and skip ads. Watch the adverts. But let's see if I can find this. Was it before this? Or yes, here we go. Right. I'll let you listen to this bit. Again, apologies if the audio's a little bit quite all loud.
I don't know what's happened. We've just had a terrible managerial stint, I suppose. We've been awful. But it's time for Season 2, and with Season 2, it's time for a brand new intro. See what you think of this.
Goes Pompey, Pompey, Pompey,
Wow, what a throwback.
Pompey, 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 you're the great.
Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. Yeah, we'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I haven't listened to that for a long time. And I think that was like a Chaz and Dave. It must have been someone like Chaz and Dave. It sounds like that. But that was a real great thing from that series. We then had, I think the next bit, it was this, the 13th of February 2018. Goodness me, I forgot a little bit about this. This was, I said I'd done podcasting a lot in the past with Motorcast. This was the first Tuesday night live podcast with me and Captain Goodspeed. We've done 29 of these up to now, including a summer message. It's available on Spotify, all the big platforms. We've let it go a little bit the last few months. The last one was May. We're looking at a name change and possibly starting up again, rebooting it as a pre-recorded podcast, so watch out for that over the next few months. But it was great. It was a pilot episode. I was sitting there in my pyjamas doing it, starting a partnership with Captain Goodspeed, somebody I've been massive mates with for a long time now, and we've both really helped each other out, I think, over the last 18 months with our own channels. And having that support from another creator has been huge in making decisions and making informed decisions. And that's really the prime reason why, if you're watching this, Joe, it's the prime reason why I am where I am today, ultimately. Without his guidance, without his support, without him going, no, you keep doing this series, or change the series, I wouldn't be here today. And that's ultimately what this is to point out. But yeah, another venture into podcasting. What is this here? I forget what some of these are. Okay, the 8th of April 2018. You can see we're getting close to the end now, but I think this has been a good 20-30 minute video already, so I won't keep you too much longer. But this was the start of Retro Sundays. I thought, let's do a kind of where we explore retro games. And Retro Sundays was just a name I thought, yeah, we'll follow it up. And it's been the longest running series on my channel now. It's not so consistent these days. I can probably take the headphones off now because I don't think I'll be playing you any more videos. But yeah, this was Retro Sundays. The start of Retro Sundays, Let's Make a Soccer Team. And that got 800 odd views, but I think have I got the playlist here? I think I've put the yes, I have, and there you can see a few more of those videos. They've done really well, some of them have, and it's brilliant to see some of them done so well. And I'm going to pick Retro Sundays back up in the future, but that's been a stable series, one I've really enjoyed. We dropped the titled, as in the numbered bit of that, in the last few months, purely because I just want to do it as one-off videos rather than a series of videos. But there's some great ones in here, and if you haven't watched any of these, I recommend you do. But a lot of these got over 200 views again. They've done really well, but that is going into the playlist now, and there's 26 of those. Some that aren't so brilliant. I mean, that F1 game probably needs to move up because these are ordered by views, so I'm guessing that one probably move up at some point. But anyway, that is Retro Sunday, and now we move on to, what do we move on to? Yes, we move on to the release of FM19. I talked at the very start, a long time ago now, about my most viewed video at 14,400 views, my most viewed gaming video anyway at that. This is very close to overtaking it. The team guide for my FM19, I've just realised, I hope there's none of these videos playing in the background, so that I've just been talking over this for the last half an hour. But this is very nearly my most successful video now, this team guide with Liverpool. I was chuffed at the thumbnails for these. These have done really well. 2 of them over 10,000 views now. And yeah, they're just doing great, and that's brilliant to see. And I'll be doing some more of those this year, and yeah, they were awesome videos. I really enjoyed making them. And then we had something different. We're very much reaching the end now. The 27th of Jan 2019, I had another change of heart. It's a butterfly trying to get out there. I'll assist that in a minute. Come on, mate. I'll open the window for you. I mean, this is like behind the scenes. Come on, move. Come on! You just have to deal with the buzzing. I'll open the window. I'm sure it'll go if I leave it alone. But we started TIJ Gaming. Up to then, my channel was still called TIJ. It is now called TIJ Gaming because we had 2 new channels that I brought out on that day, which were TIJ Music. I think that one will come up first. TIJ Music and TIJ Education. Now, we've had some good videos out on that TIJ Music channel. I've neglected that a little bit over the last few months as well, but some really well received videos, a few new album reviews which probably I wouldn't have listened to without that channel. Western Stars by Bruce Springsteen and Shine a Light by Bryan Adams. Those have both got over 700 views, a few videos that have gone to 100, and a lot of those have done well, and I plan to do a few more reviews over there in the future. I think that kind of 9 months ago now, when I got into Pink Floyd massively, as you can probably tell by the shirt, it was kind of getting into that deeper music made me think a lot more about music and its meaning, so that's why I started that channel. Then I started an educational channel, which was initially for revision for A-level subjects, but I've changed that now just to more tutorials, and that was done pretty well, actually. That's converting your old videos to MP4. Apart from that computing one, they've all done decently well. Just a few more things to show you here. We've got my first snooker video on World Snooker 04. Jeez, I was rubbish at that game. I mean, I was rubbish up to Snooker 19, but it was a good preparation for Snooker 19. That was a good series, rookie to champion. It ended with me winning the British Open. That was a ridiculous situation where you just played all non-real players. And then we had, oh, that's a shame. I think these are on, are these in the opposite? No, hang on. Whoa, hang on. Yeah, these are in the wrong order. But oh well. I was going to show the first snooker video, but I'll show you the last one of the season. Why not? We had the first snooker video, snooker 19 video, episode 1 and the first impressions. From memory, I think the first episode got about 3,500 views. First impressions got about 2,500. But this was the last video of the first season. I mean, it was from the, I'd like to say 16th of April to 16th of August, the first season. So a really long running series. The longest definitely on the channel now in terms of episodes, 100%. But yeah, 200 odd views. I mean, there's still 200 odd of you tuning into that every other day, which is absolutely fantastic, really. I can't appreciate that enough. But yeah, that was the last video of the series, of the season even, until we had the second. Oh dear, that is a terrible screenshot of me. But yeah, then we had the second season, which started the other day, which ultimately, all that is culminated to this. I mean, can I just pause that video? I don't want to watch me speaking a few days ago. I only did that the other day. And that brings you up to now. That is my 1,000 subscriber. Thank you. Shut up. Pause. Thank you. And that brings us up to today. That is quite incredible. I can't believe I got through that so quick. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I've got absolutely no idea. But that brings us up to now. With the last video release being Dot the Pot on Snooker 19. Yeah, it's been a massive journey, this has. 7.5 years. There have been some crap decisions I've made. There have been some brilliant decisions I've made. You can decide for yourselves which have been the good and bad decisions. But over the last 12, 18 months, I've made the best decisions I've ever had. Whether it's that maturity, whether it's something else, I don't really know, that has led to me making better decisions. But the move to snooker from FM has been brilliant. The workload isn't as much now. I enjoy it a hell of a lot more. You guys seem to enjoy it a hell of a lot more. The videos in general get a lot more views. And it's really onwards and upwards from here. But it's great looking back at the history, the mistakes I've made, the happiness I've had from different series, and how fantastic this has been. Again, I don't know how the quality of this is going to be with so many tabs open. I don't know if some of the videos are going to lag a little bit, but hopefully it has worked out quite decently. But I hope you enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed looking back. So if you guys enjoyed that too, leave a like on the video. Comment down below as well if you want to ask any questions that I haven't answered in this video about my YouTube journey. And I'll feel free to answer them and possibly include them in the Q&A, which is on Saturday, if we get enough questions for that. But thank you so much for watching. Not just this video, but any video. Again, this is the first of my first of my 1,000 subscriber specials. So there's going to be plenty of thank yous to come, but this is the second thank you from, I mean, the first one was on Monday with that little thank you all so much. Actually, that was Tuesday. Beg your pardon. But this is another massive thank you to you guys. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough. I really can't. Thank you all so much for getting me to this milestone. Onwards and upwards now. I really hope you enjoyed that look at my previous content. Thank you very much for watching this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.